Capricorn. Hi. Alright, I was just shuffling and your cards started falling out, so yeah, I was just like pre-shuffling. Anyways, Capricorn, general reading rules could be reversed, may not resonate. Feeling like the outcast. So, which you are. I mean, you are a very special person. That's why I've always kept by myself. I was always the third wheel, you know. I don't know why shallow is coming out. You feel like you've been shallow. You feel shallow. You've done a lot of wonderful things. It's just incorporating it into how you're helping people, you know. Not doing it. You got to find, instead of doing it to people please people or put on a show, you got to really find genuine things that you want to help people with. So if it's not the food bank, it's not the food bank. You know, there is something in there inside of you that you want to contribute to. You just haven't seen it because you're so busy catering to other people. And I know you're not like, you know, waiting on them hand and foot, but you are people pleasing them. Okay? Capricorn. Just a couple other Capricorns I read for. Just a couple of them. They get mad at me all the time though, and because I make them look at something about their ego that they were masking. I always wonder if Pan is wearing a mask because, you know, like when they're doing their rituals, they all have masks on. So sometimes I wonder if that image of Pan is a mask. Maybe he's just in a suit, you know. All right, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Ooh, building your wealth, your generational wealth, investing with your family, thinking about your family, your emotional ties with the people that you care about. Lots of Cancerian energy. Somebody might be a Cancer moon. That's the gods coming in to rescue you, taking your triumph and your lead. It looks like you want to go towards this romance. You're worried about the past, everything you've done in the past surfacing up. Excuse me a minute. Okay. The thing about the past is that's the whole part of this spiritual journey, especially when we're at the end of the timeline. You have to let go of the past because the past doesn't define you. Just where you're going does. So if you completed all these lessons, these karmic lessons, then know your past when it come up. It only surfaces up when you're going through like the dark night of the soul, or if you are still holding on to things, which you have a problem of doing. You can't let go of all these karmic people or your karmic behaviors, your karmic patterns. That's what you're mad about, is you don't want, I mean, this person already has an idea about your past, so, and they're still willing to work with you. So what is the problem? This person is trying to, half of her messages came up and her jail stuff, well, she's going to jail regardless. She's going to have the shit kicked out of her a couple times and she's going to end up with a concussion. She's not very strategical. She sold all her energy to have control. So she doesn't have any energy to work with when she gets incarcerated. It doesn't matter if she buys out the personal damages and the personal psychological damages. She's still going to jail for breaking the law. It's attempted murder. She went through with it. So if someone's posting and saying, oh, I'm going to kill somebody, or, you know, putting out threats, that's different. When you actually go through with the crime, That's attempted murder, okay, which is 5 to 7 years. Plus all the systems that she hacked. She didn't know who the fuck she was fucking with, okay? So all the systems that were hacked, all the equipment that needs to be done, all the, you know, bringing in the hounds, all this extra stuff that had to happen, okay? The extra protection, all that stuff. And justice had to come in to rebalance the scales. So that she ended up going through with selling her, well, it's in Aries message. It's coming out, I think, today. To stop the moving towards the Empress. Whoever this is in your life, it is a fire sign. Sagittarius for some of you, and it's Aries for some of you. Could be a Leo. But she is a witch, and she operates out of this Queen of Wand energy, which is a witch. So once all the energy gets sold, that's why it's broken up like into this game. I mean, some people don't mess around with black witch, with black magic, but all the energy, because the devil can't take everything all at once. So all the energy you could possibly have is broken down into this game, okay? She's looking at this as like competition when it's not. You kicked her to the curb and called in the gods to put the block up here. So she's basically, what she doesn't have. She doesn't have war. She doesn't have an army. She can't break down a wall. I don't know. She's just effing crazy. She's out of her mind, like literally. And that's what happens when you starve yourself or you're doing drugs or whatever. Don't use your mind. You become senile. She's practically senile at her age. That starts at like 60. So we will see. Try not to none of you, just listen to the message, and then I want to see who's, don't feed into it, so I could try and get an idea who's listening to it. Might not be anybody. Everybody has a past. It's letting it go. You're the one that holds on to it. God doesn't keep track of any of that stuff. You're the one that holds on to it. You have to let it go and change. You need a plan if you want to move forward. Like you want to come through with an apology with this Queen of Pentacles energy and move forward with them. New passionate beginning. New idea, new spark, romance, sex. Your past has just been unfulfilled success, but you need to let that go. Stop holding on to stuff that doesn't, you know, not causing too much work and not giving you an investment. You know, times have changed. That, you know, that not this bridge, but that bridge between the old and the new. The people who still function out of the old way of doing things, and then the new people. It's, you know, it's hard, but you got to figure out whatever you're working on. Is it for the old people or is it for the new generation? Yeah, it's hard. I know. Oh, excuse me. This person is just so far up your ass. She's trying to make it like there's a choice between her and the new person, which you don't. You already made up your mind, but that's what she's trying. That looks like what she's trying to manifest now. Yesterday it was to stop the movement. She just like, come on now. And now there's a delay because you need to make up your mind. You energetically need to make up your mind what you're going to do. This new person doesn't interfere with anything. This old person just constant interfering with every little last bit of energy. Oh my God, how could you put up with this person that long? Then there's the hidden marriage. The beggar, which was a complete lie and a front. I can't believe they did that to you. I really don't. Well, yes, I do, because, yes, the Empress. So, well, divorces take time. So, what is the reason of making the Empress wait? And there's no reason, because that person's not in your life, and divorces take time. So why would you give up all this time you could be building with the Empress or getting to know them because you're married, unless that's just an excuse. So we're not going to wait around forever. The world is already here. That's Saturn. He is the finalizer. So, and justice already is here. So, I don't know what kind of delay you're trying to put on everything. Nobody's going to be, it's already been delayed. The energy as far as the Empress moving forward with a commitment but from somebody. So we already went through this. You're too late. It's probably going to be denied. So, and you're at the crossroads. You want to provide for them, we know. It was a wish fulfillment to get into this Empress's energy, so. Nobody's going to make up your mind for you. Yeah, you want to move forward with them. You want your nobility. You want your titleship. You want to win this battle, this relationship, this household. You want to give them a house. How sweet are you? This past life soulmate. You want to make a commitment with them. Yeah, they are very secretive and closed off. You thought that they were so out in the open, yeah. Very shy and timid. You're holding on tight. Scared though still to take that leap of faith. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with finances. It's not going to go away overnight, so I don't know what you're worried about. You have what you can offer, so you're just making things worse with the Empress. You're still looking at options, are you? Are you? A prostitute's an option? I don't really think a prostitute's an option. When you got to pay somebody to like you or to be in your energy, that's not an option. Yeah, this person makes you happy and joyful, and they have a family setting. Somebody that takes that worry of your kids, they will pick that up for you. That knowing what's going on so you don't look like the bad guy anymore. So use your intuition, stay closed off. Yes, she's a nun, she's very secretive. Well, that's what a high priestess is. You're one. It's the oneness with God. It's what an empress is. All empresses, if you go through history, and emperors, even all the way back to Caesar and all that, they were all in the priest brotherhood. Moses, all the emperors, all of them, all the pharaohs, they sat in the temple until you had your awakening, day in, day out, in the dark, until you found your God. So I'm sorry you missed that chapter in life. So it's time to move forward. You're being presented with an Empress that can help you giddy on up through here with the golden ticket, it's called. And you want to keep looking at the past. Yeah, you have this Leo with this secret marriage involved that you're burdened and heartbroken over. Oh, well, they lied to you. There's nothing you can do about that. And she said she wanted a divorce, so I don't see what the problem is. Everything's been illuminated. It's time to move forward. You either take this abundant single lady and collaborate with them, and you need to cut everybody out. That's that. King and Queen of Swords. This is a very smart, intellectual couple here. Very headstrong, power couple. Very smart together. Very good team. You need to talk to them about work. Get out of this betrayal that you're in. Because you're heavily stuck in your head, or, I don't know, putting the past behind, or being cut out. I mean, you're going to be cut out regardless. The door opened, we grabbed you, you came in, you're being cleansed, your soul's being cleansed. This is, you're in the waiting hall, we call it. Pray to Gabriel. You're either going to keep healing and move forward, or you're going to get kicked out of the kingdom again and thrown out into the cold spiritually, because you have too much interference going on with other people. You're having a tower over this, and here's judgment. Don't worry about the magic. Are you going to accept this couple of divine love and move forward with a date and a work offer and change and offer love? Be Mr. Emperor on the throne. Fuck everybody. You know what you tell them? It's one old lady at the mental health house. You know what you tell them, Katie? You tell them to mind their own fucking business. Yeah, you're worried because you don't, you see a future with them, the Empress, but you don't see your path. That's what it is. You give it over to God. God's in control. And that's what you're worried about. Is the future, the mysteriousness in the future. You see the future with the Empress, though. You see that. I mean, you keep thinking about that place. That's home. Okay? Anything else? What else do you want? Balance. Yeah, you need a balance with your work and your... Why aren't you ever playing golf? I get golf vibes from you. Yeah, you're always just running around traveling. So stupid. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. That's the Two of Swords. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. Pretending there is no problem. Overanalyzing the situation. That's that people pleasing. This burden. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Balance, balance, balance. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. That's not good. The Empress. Aww. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. Wow. Power couple. Here's the apology. Venus is instructing you to do this. A beautiful new emotional experience. A romantic relationship or deep friendship. See? Or a deep friendship. Awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual insight. A love letter. A new home. Aww. Alrighty. Yeah, taking that leap of faith. A new start. Trust yourself. Push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.